Hi everybody, my name is Ron Liu, and sit back, relax, let me take you on a journey of music producing. So I started listening to electronic music about 2 years ago, and I'm really into it because it just creates that kind of feeling that like makes you want to dance, makes you want to move, and I really like that kind of music. So everybody listens to music. Producing music is a big part of the like all the pop culture about every like song genre. You need somebody to produce the music. And for electronic music, there are a lot of subgenres, like dubstep, like many of you know Skrillex, progressive house music, maybe you know deadmau5, and like techno music, which maybe you know like London and then I've never heard of it, but yeah, that. And so the music I mainly produce is progressive house music, and then here I'm going to show you my setup. So here I got a laptop, which is just a normal laptop with the Windows system, and my headphones, which are their Sony headphones. And then I have a watch to keep track of how much time I spend on each of my projects. And then on the right bottom corner, you can see the mini keyboard I have. This is not a keyboard that actually makes sound on its own. When I can connect the keyboard to using a USB cable to the laptop, and then I use a digital audio workstation software to actually make the sound and use the keyboard just as a controller. So yeah, that's my setup. This is the digital audio workstation program I'm using. It might look a little confusing to you guys. So this software is called FL Studio 12. FL stands for Fruit Loop. As you can see from the name of the software, it's a looping program. So many of you know that the electronic music is kind of repetitive music. So I create a lot of patterns, like I start from the chords or the drums, and then I stack the patterns together to create a loop. And that's what this program is for. And then, as you can see, this is one of my projects, and you can see all the patterns stacked together. For building the track, what I like to do is I start from the chord progressions. This is what is called a piano window. And as you can see from the left-hand side, you can see the piano scales. And then on the middle part, there are a lot of bars. So I can drag the bar left and right to make the sound longer and shorter, and then just build the chords with this piano roll. And then let me give you an example. So I use this chord progressions in one of my projects, and it's just a basic instrumentation with the piano without any editing at first. It sounds like this. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna add the bass drum and the hats to my song. So as you can see from the middle top section, I have this little thingy right here, and then each one of the little bar thing represents a beat. And so when I click on the little thingy, it creates a beat. And then so I have two drum machines right here. One is for the bass drum, one for the hat, and the result sounds like this. And just very simple. But after all the editing for the drums and the chords, you'll hear something like this. just makes you want to dance a little bit. And so that is the basic part of building a track. And then for progressive house music, one of the biggest part of a track is the buildup. So for the buildup, I mainly do two things to make the sound gradually gets bigger and bigger. The first thing I do, I start with a simple instrumentation, like just a piano or just less, like one or two instruments. And then I gradually add more and more instruments to the track to make the track sounds bigger and bigger. The second thing I do is I use a lot of filters for all my sounds. As you can see from this picture right here, these are automation clips I created for the filters for all the sounds. There are reverbs, cutoffs, and then for the length of the notes, the attack, which means like how vigorous the sound is. And so let me give you another example of one of the buildups I created for one of my tracks. As you can hear, it's really repetitive, but you can hear the gradual changes through all the instrumentations. And the echo you hear in the last bit is I added, that's the reverb, like here. But for all your dance music rave party fans, the most exciting part of a track is the drop. So for the drop, the drop is actually really easy to make because what I do, I filter every high-pitched noises and then basically chop off all the excess stuff and then just leave the basic bass and the bass drum. And then I made a side chain to put the bass with the bass drum to make the bass drum sounds bigger. So it creates the feeling I want you to dance. And then just to make it sound not that boring, I add hi-hats gradually to the bass drums and the bass. And this is one of the drops I created. Wow, I'm feeling like I'm throwing a rave party right now. Yeah, that's basically a track if you add all the aspects together, and then it's a piece when it comes out. Now I want to talk a little bit about other aspects of my project. I did research on music therapy, which might not be like something related to this, but I want to do something related to music, so I did research on that. And then I want to thank everybody that has helped me. I want to thank Ms. Brown for being my mentor. I want to thank Ms. Aubin, thank all of my classmates for helping me, and then excuse me for my poor English grammars. And yeah, and that is. Thank you, everybody. Yes. I started right when Senior Sam started, so I've never actually touched like producing music before, and then I did a lot of research like on YouTube, and then I find people over in China really like they're producers, and then I talk to them about it, and then I learned a lot, and it's a great opportunity.
Where's the album you published?
Oh, I was thinking about to make CDs and stuff, but I never actually had time to do it. So right now, if you guys want to listen to my masterpieces, go to my SoundCloud, check out my Instagram to find the SoundCloud link.